Hello, I'm here to teach you on how to navigate the SS English Academy LMS. First, you need to visit the website www.ss.edu.vn. Once you're in the homepage, you just need to click Login. Input your ID and of course your password. Click Sign In. Once you're logged in, the first thing that you will see is the teacher's page and menu. So this is how it looks like. In this part, we have the schedule, Q&A, writing, and bulletin board. First, let's talk about the teacher's schedule. So in this part, we have the teacher's calendar, regular classes, and level test. Let's talk about the calendar first. So using the calendar, teachers can see their present, previous, and upcoming classes. Now if you look at the calendar closely, you will see that there is a gray part. Now that gray part is your schedule for today. Now if you want to select another date, it'll turn pink, just like this. Let's say I will select July 20. Now as you can see, it just turned pink. Let's try another one. How about I select July 29? It turns pink as well, right? Next, we have the regular classes. In this part, you're going to see these camera icons next to the student's ID. If you click these cameras, it will automatically take you to the classroom, just like this. Let's click Open Zoom Meetings. Now that you're in the classroom, you just have to wait for your student to log in. Now that your student is in the classroom already, you just have to click Admit. Now let's say you're done with your class. Let's just click End and click End Meeting for all. Now you might be wondering what cancel and hold means. Now if you see cancel in your schedule, that means that the student wants to change the date or the time of his or her class. And hold means that the student will be absent, he or she informed ahead of time. Now there are times that some parts of your schedule turns yellow just like this. It just means that it's a makeup class, an early class, or a substitution class. Some parts also turn pink just like this. Now pink means that this student is already studying for 1 month with you, so that means that you have to conduct a monthly test. Now once you're done with your monthly test, you just have to click this right icon on the right side and input the details of your test. This is how the monthly evaluation form in the LMS look like. Now this part right here is the date of your monthly test. This is the name of your student, and you may input the name of the book that you're using. So let's say for example, we're using the book Express Yourself 1. Now your student's level before is level 2, but after the monthly test, you think that his level improved for like 2 points. So now his level will be level 4. And then this part right here, you have to give the student some scores based on these categories given. So we have task achievement, fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and of course, pronunciation and intonation. Now we just have to give him scores on these categories. So let's say his task achievement score is around 4, fluency and coherence is 3, lexical resource is 3, grammatical range and accuracy is 2, and pronunciation and intonation is maybe around 4. Now this box below is where you will input your overall feedback. Once you're done putting your overall feedback, you just have to click Submit. Now these parts right here without colors, they are your normal classes. After every class, don't forget to input your daily report. You can do that by clicking Input. So the daily evaluation report looks like this. This part right here, you just have to put your topic for today. So let's say for example, today you talked about nouns. So let's put noun right there. And probably the page is in page 39 and your date of submission. So today is July 26. So let's put July 26 right there. And of course, you also have to give scores to your students regarding the task achievement, fluency, lexical resource, grammar, pronunciation, and intonation. Okay, so this has 1 until 10. So let's say the task achievement score for the student is 5, fluency and coherence is maybe around 4, lexical is 3, grammatical range and accuracy is 3 as well, pronunciation and intonation is 4. Now this part of the report is the most important part. This is where you put your students' mistakes and your corrections. Please remember that you have to input at least 1 correction in this part every class. Let's have an example. So let's say your student said, I eat bread last night. And then you have to put your correction in this check mark right here. So we've got, I ate bread last night. Now let's scroll down. So this box right here below this is where you put your comments or overall feedback. So let's just write anything. And if you're done, you just have to click submit. Now you might be thinking, what if my student is absent? So of course, we have to do something about that. So the same thing, you have to click input. Now you see these 3 icons in the attendance part. So we've got present, absent, and reset. So if your student is absent, you just have to click absent, scroll down, and put something in the memo part. Let's say, for example, your student is absent without noticing ahead of time, so you can put that one in the memo and click submit after. Now, if you think that you made some mistakes and you want to redo it all over again, don't worry. You just have to click modify and click reset, submit. So again, if you want to edit something about your report, you just have to click modify. And if you want to view your overall report for that day, you just have to click this green icon right here. Now on the student part, they will see something like this. So there's the topic, the page, your scores, your correction, and then your overall feedback. Earlier, we talked about what cancel and hold means. Teachers have the authority to cancel or put their student's class on hold. So let's say your student doesn't want to take a class today and wants to move his class to another date. So you just have to click add on the cancel or makeup class column. Just like this. Click OK. And you're going to see this form right here. So you just have to click this small calendar here. You have to select a date for a makeup class. For instance, your student wants to have a makeup class on July 29. Let's click that one. And the time is, let's say, 6 in the evening, so that's 18. So we're done with the date and the time, so you just have to click apply for makeup class. Okay. Now, as you can see, GMT7's class is already cancelled, and when we check July 29, his class is right here. So it's already yellow, so there's the time, 18. Now, if your student informed that he or she will be absent on that day at least 3 hours before your class time, so you should put their class on hold. You can do that by clicking the add icon on the hold column. So let's say your student GMT8 wants to put his class on hold, so you just have to click add and OK. So now his class is on hold. We also have this note icons just below the student's ID. If you click that one, you'll be able to see the student's information from the admin. Now, if you want to know more information about the student, You just have to click their name on your schedule, just like this. Once you've done that, this will pop up. So you will see the student's name, sex, age, and class schedule. Now there is this column that says history. So if you click one of these, you'll be able to see the daily report summary of that student. Let's say I want to see the history or the daily report of Jackie. So I'm just going to click history. And once I've done that, I'm going to see all the comments that I've put in his daily report. Now this column right here that says time is the time and the duration of your class. So we have the time and we have the duration. So we've got 25 minutes and we also have 50 minutes class. 50. Now the text column is where you can see the textbook that you're using with your student. And this is where you can see the textbook page. Now let's move on to the level test part. This is at the bottom of your schedule and you're going to see the names of the student that you're going to have trial classes with on that day. So same thing with your regular classes. Once you're done with your level test, you're going to input your daily report. Once you click input, you will see this form. So it's a bit different with a regular classes daily report form. So this part right here, you have to select the student's level. So we have until level 10. So let's say your student is about level 4. So let's click level 4 right there. Now right here are some examples questions that you can use during your level test. Now let's scroll down. So right here below we have some categories. In these categories, you have to give points to your students with regards their fluency, comprehension, communication, grammar, and pronunciation. So let's say your student has got 4 points for fluency, 4 points for comprehension, 2 points for communication, grammar is 3 points, and pronunciation is 3 points as well. Now below, this is where you will put your overall feedback for each category. So this time, let's just write anything. So fluency, comprehension, communication, grammar, pronunciation, and of course the teacher's notes, your overall feedback. And of course, don't forget to input your recommended book. So let's say, for example, I'm going to assign the book Oxford Discover 1 to this student. So once you're done, you just have to click submit. Once you're done, you just have to click submit. And again, if you want to edit your report, you just have to click modify and change something that you want to change in your report, probably this part, and click submit again. Same thing with the regular classes. If you want to view your report, then you just have to click this green icon. So there you can see your student's level, the student's name, the scores, and of course your overall feedback. Now if you click note just below the student's ID, you're going to see the student's information, just like this one. I guess that would be all for this part, so this time let's go to the Q&A part. So what is Q&A for? You use Q&A if you want to give homework to your students. Your students can also post questions here if they want to ask questions about your lesson. Now to post your homework, you just have to click writing. Find the name of your student in this part. So let's say my student is GMT8, so I'm going to click that one. And then this right here, you're going to input the title of your homework. So let's say this homework is your homework number 2. Once you're done putting the title of your homework, you can proceed below, and here in this box you can put the directions for your homework. Now bear in mind that you cannot put photos, videos, or attach a file right here. So it's only text. You can only use text in this part. So now that we're done putting the homework, of course, you just have to click submit. After doing that, you'll be able to see the homework that you just posted right here. So we have there the title of your homework, the writer, so you of course, and then there's the student, then the teacher, and the date that you posted your homework. Now we have hit right here. So if we say hit, that means these are the number of people who visited your post. Now you'll know if your student already replied to your homework because you will see this sign right here. And of course, the writer is the name of your student and the date of submission. So if you want to send feedback about your student's homework, you just have to click the reply icon, write your feedback in the box, and click submit. Alright, so that's how you give homework to your students. This time, let's move on to the writing icon. So actually, this function is locked, so we cannot use this one. So just ignore this part. And of course, the last part is the bulletin board. Now in this part, you'll be able to check the company posts, announcements, and notice. This time, let's go back to the schedule icon. So just below the schedule icon, you will see class record. Now if you click that one, you'll be able to keep track of your salary and the number of classes that you've conducted based on the student's attendance. So let's say you want to know the classes that you've conducted from July 1st to July 15th. And then you just have to click search. Once you've done that, the name of the students that you've conducted classes with will appear right here below. Now I guess that would be all for this tutorial. I hope you learned something from this. Thank you for watching!